With us now is Rick Eberle, and he owns Popcore Entertainment. Hey!
What's going on? How are you?
It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, great to be here.
You know, you have such a whirlwind career now that it's hard to kind of like track you down. So tell me what's been happening in your world.
Well, obviously working with a lot of the emerging and independent artists across the country, and with great success most of the time, helping them achieve their goals in music.
Now, you are also a musician yourself.
I am, and Iridescence actually has an album that's coming out, and you can definitely check us out. You know, that was obviously my first love. That's how I got into this business, when other kids were reading you know, novels and reading the sports pages. I was always into music. You know, when other kids were reading Spider-Man, I was reading Rolling Stone. So, you know, and I've kind of followed that path, and it's been great for me so far. And
do you think because you were an up-and-coming independent artist that helps you relate better to your clients?
Well, I think so. I mean, I like to think so. People can look at me from a perspective that I was kind of been there, done that. I mean, I really only came up with this business because I spent so much time trying to get Iridescence to be the hugest band in the world that I made those contacts, and I said, why don't I take those contacts and try to make other artists successful as well?
And who are some of the people that you're working with that you really like and you really are standing behind?
Well, there's an unbelievable artist. Her name is Charlie Dane, and she's a singer-songwriter, acoustic guitar player, like a Taylor Swift type, but a little bit more bluesy. She's really had some great success playing the Gathering of the Vibes and Mountain Jam and a lot of other big festivals. I think there's a lot of upside for her, and I work with John Hampson from 9 Days, who had that #1 hit many years ago. He had a new initiative, a new single he put out. And then there's a lot of emerging acts, like 2 Cent Sam is another great one I like.
I love him. I know him.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. And Terra Stigma is another great act. The Royal Guard, Walking Sideways. I mean, there's always enough music in different genres, and you know, I get so many submissions, so for me to pick the best ones is half the battle. You know?
That's what I was going to ask you. How do you, like 2 Cent Sam, I know he was a vet. I mean, he's just got a whole cool story. The whole thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, Mike Lojudas, the lead singer, was in Iraq, and when he came back, you know, he had so many songs that he had written in the desert, and now they've really been taking those songs to the next level. They played CMJ Music Festival. They played the Bamboozle concert. So I mean, they've really been growing.
And I see what you're doing too, because I see when you attach your name to an artist, and I see how you systematically and strategically are getting them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's got to be so much fun for you.
It really is, and you know, it's really up to people like you and other contacts I've made over the years to help me publicize what they're doing. I mean, that's really what publicity and is all about relationships. You know, the relationships you make, and you need to cultivate them and make sure that you're, you know, keeping them close to the vest. I mean, how many years I've known you, or how many years I've known different writers or different TV personalities, it's all, they're my lead book, if you will. You know, and that's why I like PR better than sales, because I'm not asking them to give me money, I'm just asking them to give me time. And a lot of times there's stories that need me to almost act as a source, and so, you know, that's really what I enjoy doing the most.
So what you really look for is that little spark in somebody, and then you connect them with your tapestry of people.
Right, and then obviously you need to come up with the clever ideas, the anecdotes, the things that are going to pique interest, because people like you get, I can't imagine how many email pitches a day.
But I always like getting them from you.
Okay.
If somebody wanted to reach out to you and they maybe wanted you to represent them, how can they reach you?
I just want to also say that I represent more than just artists. I represent venues, I represent celebrities, from chefs to restaurants. And the best way to do it is by Facebook. You know, I'm a crazy Facebook guy, over 4,000 friends, and unfortunately I almost know every single one of them.
That's good though.
Well, it is, but the time management side of things is obviously difficult. You can just check me out at facebook.com/Popcore Entertainment or /Rick Eberle NY, like New York.
Fabulous. Thanks for being here. I want to go check out one of your new venues. I want to go party, maybe dance it up a little bit.
Let's make it happen.
Thank you. So stay tuned for more on Live It Up. Rick Eberle. Hey, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
That was really cool.